Last night I had a teletown hall meeting. We had 25,000 Ohioans on at any one time. It was a big group. It was people talking about all kinds of issues, from the terrorist threat we face to energy and environment issues to the jobs issues. And one guy called in and he said, "What are you doing about treatment for people who have drug problems?" And so I told him about the CARE legislation, and he seemed to have a quiver in his voice. And so I asked him, I said, "You seem to have a lot of interest in this and some information about it. Can you tell us your background?" I thought maybe he was a doctor or a treatment specialist. And he said what you hear from, unfortunately, more and more parents, which is, "I lost my child to addiction. She had an overdose, she died, and the reason I'm so focused on treatment, Senator Portman, is because we got her to the place in her life where she was willing to go finally to a treatment center and get the treatment and recovery services she needed to deal with this disease that had gripped her, and there was no room at the inn. There was a waiting list. We couldn't get her in, and it was during that period when we couldn't get her into the treatment center that would have helped her that she overdosed." This is a caller last night on a call who was willing to say this in front of 25,000 people, and I told him I appreciated the fact that he had the courage to call in and the courage to talk about it, and of course expressed my sympathy to him and his family, but asked him to continue to talking about it, to channel that grief into something positive. I can just tell you, until we get more people into treatment, this is going to continue to be a huge problem in every one of our communities. Until we change the law, until we get legislation passed here in Washington so that we can be better partners, we're not going to be doing our part.